managing the country that was run in Ifa. And there are many people of it, some of them brought us here today that were attending this gathering. So that's why I'm saying the majority of the politicians know him very well. And so he goes, he passes on, other people want to take over from him. So that's why we had to stop. General Sibiya says at one stage, communicating to Matlala, that I don't have anyone else to look after me except you, Matlala. Mswati is gone. So when you have a general saying that, he's handing himself over to Matlala. By that communication, it's a worry that tells you that we were almost having a problem. But it's something that was there for many years.
Okay, we keep hearing about the big cartel. So now we know that at least Katie Molefe and Kat Matlala are apparently members of the cartel, and you today told us about Mr. Matsumai or Mr. Matsuma, who I assume is a member of the and we don't know who the others are. But what is being done to apprehend these people and stop this cartel business?
There's serious investigation underway on all of them, but that's why we're fighting for that counterintelligence to be allowed to continue to work. Under your supervision, of course, so that they don't abuse whatever they are doing themselves. But that's what we wanted them to be allowed to do, because they cracked that investigation and they're running with it.
Hi, how are you? Hi, Abdul. Hi.
I should send it to HRU, Human Resource Utilization.
I see. But after that, she became the head of many different departments.
Hi, Abdul. Abdul.
Where's the remote? She went to DPCI as a Major General, and shortly after that, back to Crime Intelligence. I sent it to HR.
Where's the remote?
She got promoted and became a division commissioner of crime detection, and next thing she's an acting national commissioner. Or she's a deputy national commissioner.
And why did you only remove her when crime intelligence was and is still driven with corruption?
I must be honest, I could only deal with senior management. So I removed all of them. But I must say, not all of them were removed because they did wrong. It was a temporal arrangement to make sure that the investigation is done without being intervened. And then one of them, who was a good man at crime intelligence, was General Henkel. He was among those people that are temporarily placed out. But when General Pierre came and placed General will transfer General Henkel amongst others. What is in news is that it's for no security jobs. And General Story was asking, he came to me and I was kept at home. I said to General Story, Ndoko does not have because he was temporary. Number one, he is acting division commissioner of intelligence, going to cause to move someone to another division without the division receiving.
Hello.
Two,
Hello, Mama.
security clearance.
Hello,
So how
Mama.
can you not have a security clearance?
Hello, Mama.
That has, because you are mentioning that. Just well, okay, it is myself, we became a target of their security. This is because it was alleged at the time that we were keeping this very secret document that was going to compromise the former president at the time. So we were enemies of the intelligence community from that.
Thank you, General. Thank you, Jeff.
system and say that dealer in Montana has a fleet. They give you the letter. You take the letter, if you don't go to BMW, you go to this guy on standby who say service providers register to the database. We say place an order, we need 50, that's right. This guy goes to BMW, he collects the 50,000, he gives it to you, you pay. That's how in return, the dealer
How are you
pays
guys?
an additional car as a bonus to whoever that facilitated the deal. So the purchases of these cars that come as a fleet towards the end of the year,
Money.
over many years, they've been systematically ordered in that fashion and there's kickbacks coming up.
What have you done about it?
So it's something that I picked up. Remember, I'm not
Nanda.
part of this document, and I picked up there's something like this. And then I raised the police and said, but you need to open cases if there's something like this. But when the case,
Come, Philly, come. Thank you, my name.
My colleagues that we spoke about, I thought today, I was and one of the officials said, but we need a dealer, because I confronted the dealer when I went to him. I said, you will sell me a car, and I must pay so much installment that we give my colleague a car for free. How is it possible? He was angry. There was a lockdown in 2020. The first opening of international travel, the gentleman sold his company. He was on the first flight out of South Africa to Canada. He's in Canada, actually.
So he knew you were.
So it's a CP that has been running for that long. So that's what I'm saying now. When you start seeing complete living in a sector lifestyle,
You know.
Jaron Connors driving a car that is installment of 20,000 rand. He stays in a house that the installment is 20,000 rand. The children goes to school where the school fees is more than 10,000 rand. How much does Connors get? These are the questions that
This is why we've called for lifestyle audits over and over.
long overdue.
But if we're taking a more global view, is it possible that the batches of drugs and weapons that go missing from the SAPs virtually in every province are part of a system run
Thank you.
by a particular individual
Nanda.
or a group of individuals pulling the strings and with deep internal knowledge of the SAPs and their activities nationwide? They know when they're going to pounce on a huge drug haul or whichever. And as you said previously, some of it then disappears. And I'll come off perhaps linked to global syndicates. Now, there are, of course, global syndicates running drugs, child trafficking, prostitution, CRT house, kidnappings everywhere. They're earning a fortune, and they pay for equipment that can basically leave any police service in the world in the dust. They are that powerful. They can fly in under the radar, fly out, drop off, pick up children, off they go. It's happening globally. Is it possible that our problems are linked to those?
It's an intentional problem. You probably don't remember. Our people in different provinces.
Yeah.
These big five we're talking about is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yes.
There are big boys out there that have not been spoken about. Some of them in Cape Town, some of them in KZN, and many other people. They are running operations. The modus operandi is to import these things into the country. Majority of the time, they come under goods that have been imported, and they get a leaf from the container of a legitimate business that brings things in. Because of that, when it's checked, then it's discovered. What is strange always amazes me, and I ask a question, I don't get answers. When you hear from the members of both DPCI and Crime Intelligence telling you that we have information of a shipment, they travel from Pretoria to Durban, and they identify a container. And indeed, in that container, there's drugs. How do they know about it? They'll tell you a source from abroad. Those are the questions. But they don't just say we've identified Mkwanas, we leave you the container, they did. No, they don't do that. They say we've identified the container, we take it, we go to a police station, we book it in as a P13, we book it out. We put it in our cars, we travel it to Pretoria.
Yeah.
So what's happening in between that? So I've raised these things as a problem. That's why the Shakum is looking at the methodology of making sure things like drugs, when you find the drugs, you must destroy it almost immediately. But with there to be legislation amendments with NPA on that regard.
I'm still trying to work out who and which police officers were the ones who, during the riots around Etukwini, went to the harbour, ordered them to
Phoebe,
open
come.
a container, there was 3 containers up, and to drop it in an empty room and then leave. And of course it was filled with ammunition, and it was then looted. And I know full well there was a truck offloading boxes of ammunition into the Lacey Road settlement. I told both police stations, to the left and to the right, I had people watching. Neither of them arrived. Nothing happened. So someone is running something, and they were running that, and it's hugely concerning. It seems has ever been arrested for doing that from within the site.
Part of the problem, I remember, I will not know exactly how it came about, but part of the problem, provincial commissioners when we said, what did we do with the provincial commissioner? I don't control the folders.
Phoebe, please eat. Dit kan een oortje oortje. Like what? Who's breastfeeding? Malay? Who's breastfeeding? Is it me? Do I look like I'm breastfeeding? Malay, am I breastfeeding?
Chief of staff gets appointed in August, somewhere about before December, he tries to be young and his parents and his kids in the house.
Phoebe, what are you doing there? Educational content like what? Male,
They might have licenses, but they say
which educational content do you
so
want?
pretty soon we'll have cars parked and nobody drives them.
Some
Because
stations
on
too.
an employment condition is not a compulsory thing to have. So those are some of the things that one talks about, which is a risk to organization. But yeah, we
And
won't
if the
manage.
powers were devolved to the regions, to the provinces, you would be able to deal with situations like that. Exactly. Thank you, Chair. Hello? Sir, thank you. I'm done.
Yeah, I was.
Shocked.
No, you are exactly on the dot. It's now after at 5 minutes past. So your 25 minutes has ended.
Educational content like what?
You don't have any questions, Chair. I'm joking.
Tell me,
Imagine us
like
having
what?
Questions. Good afternoon again, Lieutenant General. We wrote to the President to respond to some questions that have arisen throughout proceedings, and he's responded. And in particular, he responded to our question regarding the disbandment of the PKTT. I'm not sure if you've been privy to it, because you seem to be privy to a lot of things.
I have not seen that response.
But anyway, the President indicated in his response that he was not aware of the Minister's directive to disband PKTT. He did not agree with the view that the INC had ceased to exist in the sixth administration. And President Ramaphosa further stated that the Minister was unaware of, or was aware rather, of this position, and he did not support the conclusion, or rather the conclusion that the PKTT was operating unlawfully. And pretty much he was saying he did not endorse the decision to disband it. And he indicated also that as late as February 2025, the PKTT was still continuing to do its work
Thank you.
formally disbanded,
Thank
and
you.
that was a positive knowledge.
Thank
So
you,
I think
Nanda.
that is very closely to what Minister Ntulu told. He said that the president had supported his decision. So I want to give you an opportunity to respond to that. But not too long, please.
Okay, Honorable Chair members, I can still repeat. The Minister Ntulu was influenced to write it
Thank you,
by
Nanda.
bad people.
Thank you,
He must
darling.
admit. If he doesn't admit before South Africans, he must admit
I'm
it is to his
tired.
cost. He was influenced. That which he presented here was trying to justify the action, but he was influenced.
So we pushed it because that
Thank
brings me to the next question. We
you.
pushed it.
I like you,
And I'm sure
Nanda.
you watched his testimony, and he was very clear that it
Nanda,
was his own
Nanda,
decision,
love you.
and that he is taking responsibility for it. So, do you have any other supporting evidence that he?
Thank you.
I mean, he told the committee that it was. So you saying your view is that he was pushed. Besides you having a view, do you
I'm
have
cooking.
any concrete or evidence?
I'm cooking. I'm gonna eat
Or
now.
where we can go to get that
I'm cooking.
information.
Thank you,
that he was pushed.
Nanda.
When you assess the relationship that he has built with these people and the meetings that he's held, I mean, General Musikiti at one stage, she writes about how Minister was talking about the border issues and transferring of functions to the BMA. This is Musikiti saying that. I was not in those meetings. So, but when you assess all these activities that then you cannot help but to reach a conclusion that these three things are still in the letter. Were not coincidental. They were strategically decided upon on the 31st of December when the National Commission is on leave. Then it must be commissioned like that. The biggest one for me is that now this thing is coming out. Now there's search and seizure of these equipment, these gadgets that they used. Then the minister does not avail himself. The team was sitting at his property at Matambandu, and the team told me that it's inside here. Can we jump and go in or break these gates? I said to them, there's no need for you to break in and do anything. Eventually, they brought these gadgets. But guess what? Yeah.
Favor. Only you want everybody's eating, you're not eating. What's wrong? I don't understand. Go and eat your food.
Yeah, and they say that they did not communicate with you regarding the
Thank
meeting
you.
with the dockets. And I might have misunderstood what you had said earlier, Lieutenant General. Did you know about the move that the dockets were gone, or you only knew they were gone after they had already left?
I became
Thank
aware
you.
when Jorosim Tumule called me and told me that dockets are in
Thank
Pretoria
you.
and you need to come to KZN.
Okay, so it was how I understood it. We still don't have an explanation, and none of them could give us an explanation, and including you. Why would your team not tell you that they were moving the dockets? Including Kamala.
General Kumaro, I said before, that I was upset with him because the team was reporting to him, not General Kumaro. So the team was not talking to me directly on the day. They'll talk via him to come to me. Updates and everything. When I want to engage with the team, I go via him. So when he felt this pressure in the head office, I think he felt that it might as well just comply with this thing now, saying to more than them are involved. And he forgot, he omitted to talk to me about it. So when I became aware, I told him to give me a statement to explain that. And he knows that I was very upset with him, what he did.
So even none of the members in your team knew that the files, or rather the dockets were going, even to just even send you a message to say, hey chief, they're coming to take these dockets.
Well, we have not built that relationship of the members that are going to bypass the common structure and talk to someone else.
So you didn't discipline like that.
Yeah, well, that's why they've been successful in what they're doing, because they follow the protocols that we've established. So, and we try to support them as much as we can.
I'm
But they
eating.
are free to talk about grievances that they have, but on web-related matters, even if they need resources. That's why at one stage I took vehicles that were reserved for a king. Because they did not have cars, I took those cars that were parked and gave to them to work with.
Okay. Just to touch on just quickly, because this is based on your first testimony and what we've heard later on from other testimonies. So you know that both Honorable Khaled Barnard and Honorable Adams have been witnesses here. When you gave testimony here before, you were very firm that if you continued being pushed, that you can come with more receipts. Do you still hold
Sorry,
that view
Nanda.
about our members of parliament being involved?
Yes, okay. I remember. That's why I said before, that when I spoke today, that our political leaders become victims because of the politics. So as much as the members might think good, I spoke about Mr. Adams was here. He might think he's doing what is good for what he's doing, not knowing that he's actually been used to do wrong. So the evidence then is left behind that, okay, this one did this one did that. That's why I cited some examples about Mr. Adams, how he ended up at a prison in Devon. Police officers at the blue light motorcades, and so it's evidence that we did not present before the ad hoc committee, which we can present if we are pushed to do that.
Okay. So do you maintain that both the members of parliament that we had as witnesses, they were just being used unknowingly, and they were not deliberately part of any sinister activities?
I like to, all the ones that you mentioned, Mr. Adams, Mr. Banat, and everyone else, they receive information from intelligence that tells them about things. And
Thank
then
you,
they
Nanda.
take the responsibility of acting on it without realizing what is the ultimate motive. That's why I said earlier, a member is released by court with a bail condition that says go back to work. But the members of crime intelligence call the honorable member and say these members are not supposed to be here. What happens after that? The honorable member writes. She takes a course of saying the National Commission of Means is violating the law. When the response comes, she only learned that time. Oh, these members were wrong. But it's after the fact. At that time when she made that noise, guess what happened? The National Commission removed the general from crime intelligence at that time because of that noise. He removed that person and said, okay, go and sit somewhere else until the dust settles before we bring it back. Well, some of the things that the members are going to talk about are legit. there are wrong things we're doing. But let me give a classic example against about the same general we're talking about. He was arrested twice for different cases. The latter one was with the crime intelligence team about the appointment. But the first one, he was alone on some questionable behavior that he had. But when the members are making noise about that, I cannot say they are wrong, because it must be answers. I also had question marks about it. I said, how do you interact like this that leads into such thing? But such must be separated. You understand? You mustn't say because this one is wrong here, it means it's wrong everywhere. So it is that which members get caught. They get caught into such things. Surely, Mr. Adams, I don't think he even knew where the offices of the Inspector General of Intelligence is situated. So I don't think he knows where Orlando is. If it was not the members that drove him to get there.
But you maintain that they're not intentionally involved. They've just been used. So what I'm trying to say is that they get information and they act on it. So it's not that they're involved in setting up.
No, not in the planning.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
they become
That's what I
enablers.
want to know.
Yeah, it's the same approach I said about the minute. They become enablers of the people who are doing wrong by using them.
Okay. So they're not involved in the planning of whatever is going on.
I don't believe, we don't have evidence to
Don't think
prove
so.
that they're part of the planning to some people.
So that clarifies a lot. Honorable Adams, from what you know, is he under surveillance?
I'm not a crime intelligence, so I'd rather not talk about
But you know things.
Yes, I do, but I can't talk about the operations of intelligence.
And then you said he got blue lights. Who from who?
I think there was an abuse of resources at the time by the member, which was facilitated by police officer for that matter. For him to land in Devon,
Who was the police officer? Do you
a cousin of Robert McBride, who is a police officer in KZN, who arranged for Mr. McBride to be picked up by Metro Police from the airport and driven on blue
was
lights
Metro Police?
and driven on blue light into the prison. And he arrives there signed as a member of parliament. The prison believes that he's on official duties and he leaves with blue lights back again to work.
So how can we get confirmation about this? Telling us this.
I have statements, I have entry into the prison, I have statements of the members that were
Okay, we know that you did because that's not disputed. I'm talking about blue lights.
the statements on it already. There's a criminal case open against Mr. Adams. Because honorable chair members, and again, what became known, what made the House and many people start making noise, including honorable Adams, about PKTT and the case of the obsession with
Baby.
and wanting to manipulate everything that blinded
Nanda.
Kumalo arrested the criminals that killed him, the plan and the paralysis he arrested. Kumalo discovered that the resources that were used came from crime intelligence. A parallel investigation is running for that purpose. But
Thank you, Nanda. Thank you, baby.
So because there are members that want to provide a different narrative. So and then
Thank you, baby.
to analyze this. And he done that, he was going to get the facts and be able to realize that I'm now interfering with the police operation.
Jesus.
Going to this criminal that is convicted and getting some statements and trying to pay.
Jesus.
So Jesus.
Jesus.
Of many of those systems.
Jesus, like my post and subscribe.
You said that you've got a sworn statement.
That's what
Is there anything else? Because the number of sworn statements we have here, with one person saying the sky was blue on Sunday and another one saying it was orange on Sunday at 12 o'clock. It's going to blow our heads off when we go into deliberations.
Jesus.
So is there anything else that we can access?
Nanda, baby.
Well, these statements I'm talking about are part of the criminal investigation, so I don't necessarily, I won't be able to bring it here. They're in the docket, but I was brief about that.
No problem. The apartment you went to at the Pearls, whose apartment is it?
Well, I think that the person that assessed me today, I won't give his name, but he was renting that apartment himself.
So why didn't you meet at the Oyster Box? Because they have meeting rooms there. Why did you decide to go to the
The plan was to control the space where we're going to meet this guy, so that you can be able to dominate what's happening.
You mean you?
Nanda.
Who's we? You mean you?
Me and Gerald Kumar. So we playing it together to say, find a space, a place that no one else can come in, so that you can be able to do what you
Was
can
you a
do.
bit nervous or unsure about what could happen?
But we already knew who's that. So I'm meeting that already knowing who is this person you're meeting. So you can therefore not risk not to keep records of this meeting, because it must bring you an investigation.
And did you actually record the meeting, or you just said it was just because you haven't given us the recording?
Yeah, but I'm not giving you a recording, and I'm glad that the meeting, I explained and I disclosed the meeting, or what was the content of the meeting, and I did not want to take whatever that we did there with intelligence and give it to Parliament. But for me, I was saying to him, I said to him that we dominated the space, so whatever activities that took place in that place, it's not claiming to be drinking. Once the criminal investigation unfolds, there will be evidence on it.
So besides what you told us today about what happened in the meeting and what you had written in the SMS or the message that you
SK.
sent, there was
Like
other
the
stuff
post,
that happened
like.
No, there's not the stuff. We came in.
SK.
We spoke. We talked
Like.
about-
And you spoke about what it is you reported to us today. There wasn't anything else.
Well, everything that we spoke about is what I wrote in that message.
So why wouldn't you give us the recording as well?
No, remember I said some of the things when we do from the intelligence point of view may not necessarily be admissible in any investigation. So the how part and all that is with Gerald Kumar, so I don't want to, because it is them that have to prepare the room, intelligence to prepare the room for us to meet.
Okay. Why did you believe that Ms. Makala needed to be protected? That because you didn't tell us initially about the meeting, why did you think he needed to be protected?
Oh, no, he is the one who said to me, the names that he's giving me are people that are dangerous, and you wouldn't want those names to be known, and you wouldn't want them to know that he's the one that told me about it, because he gave me their properties where they located. Now I know Steve Matsumo stays in Water Forest. Now I know Steve Matsumo on the property there, down side, side. I know Spia's property. So the fact that he was disclosing such personal information about the people that, according to him, I may be involved in the wrong, in the harm. That's why I wouldn't.
Nanda. I love you. Nanda love. Nanda. Nanda, baby.
Tomorrow when you meet, he's going to take pictures of that, or someone else in the family will take pictures for a meeting, and that pictures is used for all things. So there's control and eliminate the place where we're meeting.
But you're not answering the question, Lieutenant. Why were you confident that he was not managing you when he was giving you that information, and that him and Lieutenant Sabia were not in cahoots on how they should engage you?
But what I'm saying, all remember, is that right at the onset, the intention of coming to me was because of his frustration with his family. That one I knew right at the onset. But to make me help him to sneak into he's going to be information that he was going to give, that we were not 100% sure whether he's going to be telling us the honest truth, or we want to capture us or me to his word. That's why we said we identify the venue, we dominate the venue, we must come to our place that we are controlling.
Did you threaten Major General Finoa that you were going to inform Steve, what is it?
Steve Matsuli.
Matsuli, yeah.
I wrote that in a WhatsApp message.
That was only in the message, there was nothing
I
else.
never spoke to him after that. I was actually making him aware that his friend that he brought to me is the one who spoke about the meeting. Now that he has introduced the meeting, the content of the meeting is going to become known. And when it's becoming known, you must not blame me for making it known. Because he's the one who introduced the meeting. I did not introduce the meeting.
And what did you know, Steve, or what did you know about Steve at the time when you sent the message to Major General?
Well, at the time I did not know who Steve was on. When you mentioned the name, I had to know of it. I know Steve. I didn't know about Steve Matsuli. So when I left the meeting, when I connected to my when I discovered that yes, indeed, is in there.
Phoebe, you can't come with me. I'm coming fast. Guys, I'm going to buy cold drink. I want Coke. I'm addicted to Coke. I'm going to... Phoebe, don't come. It's wet outside. Please. I'm going to buy Coke. I don't even know where did I put the car key. The house key. Yeah. Nanda, I'll be back fast. I'm going out. Oh. Where's my... It's dark. Phoebe, I'm coming. I want to buy Coke quickly, guys. I want to buy Coke quickly. I'm gonna go, guys. I will see you, okay? I need to listen to something on the phone. Let me see if the gate is closing. What is that? There we go. There we go. There we go. Bye, guys. See ya. You don't want to like, you don't want to subscribe. Thanks to those who liked. Thanks to those who subscribe. God bless you. Bye. Hey, are you still there? Are you still there, my darling? You don't want me to go? Aish, I want to buy some cold drink. It's dark. Oh, so many cars. So many cars. And I want to pass. Quick. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. There I am. Guys, tonight, just go up there. You're not gonna pay. We are not. I'm on the road, guys, for the love of Coca-Cola. I want to buy Coca-Cola. Come with me. Let's go buy Coca-Cola. Hunter. Tell me which country. Did you like? Please like. Just give me a like. You're not gonna pay. It's free. It's free. God will bless you. And subscribe. Go there. The likes are 4. If you like, they're gonna be 5. Why are you guys so stingy with the likes? I always like people's posts, even the ones that I don't know, because I know they need it. I know they need the like. But you guys, you want me to bring, please like, please like, please like. What kind of people are you? Please like. Here I am. 2 minutes. I'm gonna be in and out. They like, yeah, but why don't you like? Why don't you like to make it 5? Liking is free, my darling. Liking, very free. Oh, you don't want? It's fine. If you don't want, it's okay. I'm not forcing anybody. It's fine. It's a long story. I say like what story is long? Which story are you talking about? I'm gonna buy ice. I like ice. I always eat ice. You see? I'm buying ice. You're a South African. Your language, it's a long story. It's a South African language. The South Africans, they like to say those things. Guys, the garages are so expensive. It's called 26 rand. Anyway, it's fine. If you don't want to like, I'm not forcing anybody. Hello. Hello. 38. 48. Hey, Golden Girl, now why you to us off? 26.
Ice 22.
Okay, ice 22. You are, it's too much.
Okay.
It's too much. Thank you.
What else?
Nanda, baby, I don't want chocolate. If you were here, I was gonna buy you a chocolate. Now you are not here. And then Wealthy, oh my God, why? Oh my God, why? Oh my God, what? I bought ice. I bought chocolates. No, I bought ice. You don't want to like. Hey! Mhm. You are not a nice person, friend. You are not a nice person. Nanda, my love, I'm going, ne? I'll see you again tomorrow. My baby Nanda. I'm going. Yeah. My baby Nanda. Bye, love. Nanda, say bye to me. No, Nanda, I'm going. I'm going, Baba. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, my angel, okay? I love you. Bye, Nanda.